Have you noticed that your body feels stiffer than it used to? Maybe you wake up and your hips feel tight, your back takes a while to loosen up, or you stand up after sitting and think, why do I feel so stiff all the time? A lot of women start to noticing this in their 40s and assume it just means they're getting older. The truth is, there are real physiological changes happening in your body during midlife. And when you understand what those changes are, you can really start to support your body in a way that actually helps. Because stiffness after 40 is not inevitable. So today I want to talk to you about why your body starts to feel stiffer in midlife, why stretching alone usually isn't the solution, and the simple mobility habits that help your body feel better again. There are a few different things happening in midlife that contribute to stiffness. One, changes to connective tissue. Your muscles aren't the only thing that affects how your body moves, right? Your body also has connective tissues, things like fascia, tendons, ligaments, all those things from biology. These tissues help stabilize your joints and allow muscles to move smoothly. And as we get older, connective tissue becomes less hydrated and less elastic, which means it doesn't glide and stretch the way it used to. So when you wake up in the morning or you've been sitting for long periods, your body may feel tighter, stiffer, slower to move. Not because you're out of shape, but because your tissues need more movement to stay healthy. Secondly, hormonal changes. Hormones also play a role here. Estrogen helps support things like joint lubrication, connective tissue health, and muscle recovery. As estrogen starts to fluctuate in perimenopause and menopause, many women notice more joint tightness, slower recovery, tight hips and backs, frozen shoulder. Again, this isn't something you're doing wrong. It's simply a part of how the body changes during midlife. And then 3, modern lifestyles that keep us sitting. The other big factor is something that most of us deal with every day, and that's we sit a lot. I'm sitting right now talking to you. We work, we drive, we watch TV. Even exercise programs often involve short bursts of activity surrounded by long periods of sitting. And the human body is designed for frequent movement throughout the day. When we stay in one position too long, tissues begin to stiffen, which is why you may feel fine when you're moving, but stiff when you first stand up. When women start feeling stiff, the first thing they usually start to try to do is stretching more. And stretching can feel good, and I love it. But it often is not enough on its own. Because stiffness is rarely just a muscle length issue. It's often a movement issue. Your joints need to move through their full range of motion regularly. Your connective tissue needs movement to stay hydrated and elastic. And your nervous system needs frequent signals that movement is safe. That's where mobility comes in. Stretching usually means holding a position and lengthening a muscle. Mobility focuses on active movement through a joint's full range of motion. So think opening and closing your elbow, that full range of motion. So instead of just stretching your hamstrings, mobility work might look like hip circles, spinal rotations, controlled squats, just body weight, shoulder mobility movements. These movements lubricate the joints, they hydrate connective tissue, and they wake up stabilizing muscles. They also improve how the nervous system controls movement, which is why mobility work often helps stiffness more than static stretching alone. The good news is that helping your body feel better doesn't require hours of exercise. Small daily habits can make a huge difference. Here are a few simple ones that I recommend. One, start the day with a 5 to 10 minutes of mobility. Gentle movements like cat-cow, hip circles, thoracic spine rotations, and body weight squats. These will help wake up your joints and your connective tissues. Walk every day. Walking is one of the most underrated mobility tools. It naturally moves your hips, your spine, your ankles, and your knees, and it helps keep tissues healthy and hydrated. And break up long periods of sitting. Try to move every 45 to 60 minutes. Even 1 to 2 minutes of movement helps. Things like shoulder rolls, standing hip circles, or just a short walk. Your body responds well to frequent small doses of movement. So if you've been feeling stiff lately, your body, it's not failing you. It's just asking for a different kind of support. After 40, your body thrives on consistent movement, mobility work, walking, and recovery. And when you give it those things, you'll often start feeling stronger, looser, and more capable again. If you want a simple place to start, I created something called the Warrior Starter Kit. It walks you through the foundational habits that support movement, strength, and energy in midlife. You can check it out in the link below. And if this video has helped you understand what's happening in your body, make sure to subscribe, because every week we talk about how to build sustainable strength and health after 40. Bye guys.